There it is. Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher from Sweetwater. Man who needs no introduction, you can tell by the bass playing. Marcus Miller's here. It's great to have you back at Sweetwater.
Nice to be back. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I'm
right.
doing great. We're checking out some basses today.
Yes, sir. I got a Sire V5
The
here.
V5. And this one's in a new color. This is the champagne gold metallic.
Yeah, this is a new color, which is very cool. It reminds me of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
There you go.
You a football fan? I don't know. Maybe it's a little different, but it's really cool. The V5, of course, is passive. So it just means that there's no additional electronics in the bass. It's just volume for this, volume for that, and it's just overall tone.
Right.
So a lot of people, especially these days, are gravitating towards a passive, more natural sound. Sometimes they're using the amp to shape their sound, you know? But it's a great thing that Sire decided to release a passive bass. You know, it just sounds natural. You know, you can make it sound however you want. You can go like, you know, you get everything, you get the fingers, you get everything, or you can like, see, all the old 60s basses used to have a pickup cover here, and under the pickup cover was a big piece of foam that sat on the strings like this. So since we all, the modern guys, just want to have access to all of this, you got to find a way to make those notes thump.
You got to do your own muting, right?
You got to get it to thump, you know? I like that sound, especially on the passive bass.
Yeah. Well, they've really gone all out to give you the best materials. You've got an alder body, a roasted maple neck. There's a bone nut on this.
Yes.
So they've really taken the materials to the top level and really looked at it as a vintage spec style bass.
Exactly. It started off years ago with just kind of like a basic J bass style, and they were really focused on keeping the price down, but really delivering quality. And now they're kind of stepping the game up, you know, and all of a sudden, all of the components on the bass are being, you know, improved, and it's really exciting to see the you know, evolution of this bass.
One of the things that caught my eye as I was looking at the basses is that it's got your vintage J Revolution signature pickups in it, but the placement of those pickups is based on the 70s, right?
A specific era, a specific few years in the 70s, for some reason, the J basses, this pickup is a little closer to the bridge than in other years. And we didn't know anything about, you know, I just wanted a new bass. It was 1976, 77. I just wanted a new bass. So it turns out that moving this pickup just a little bit changes the sound, because you can hear the difference in sound. Listen to this. Right, so you can use that to play different, right? You can go. All with the same bass, but you can put the microphones, which is what pickups are, you can put the microphones under different parts of the string to emphasize either the nasal thing or the warm, right? So that's why a lot of people prefer to use this pickup.
Right.
They play reggae or they play certain kind of music that needs really deep bass. And then some guys, you know, playing a lot of notes, fusion guys, you know, they need the clarity. So they might favor this pickup. Anyway, this one is closer to the bridge, just like the old 70s basses.
Right, a little bit brighter, a little bit punchier. And then you can blend that with the
Yeah.
middle pickup as well, or the front pickup.
Yep.
And man, you got so many different tonal shadings available to you.
Yeah, and before you even touch the knobs, you can do it with your fingers.
There you
know
go.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Before you even touch anything, and then you can enhance it with, with your electronics and with pickup placement.
That is awesome. I love the new color. There's also a new version of this bass that has a rosewood fingerboard, the V5R.
Exactly. If you want to go even older school, you can get a rosewood neck. Sounds really great finger style.
Yeah.
I'm realizing that my first bass was a maple neck. Like a, the light colored maple neck, really hard wood. And my finger style was very difficult to get the notes to jump off the bass because of that maple neck. I didn't realize why, but I found myself playing like this more to get the notes to jump. Even ballads, and there's other things that maple neck do very well.
Sure.
When you're going at it, there's nothing like a maple neck when you're going at it with your thumb. So anyway, if you really are into finger style and you really want to get that traditional sound, rosewood is the way to go.
Yeah, yet another option in the ever-expanding line of Sire Marcus Miller basses.
Yes.
Fantastic stuff. So you've also got the Vintage S bridge. You've got premium tuners on this. It's an awesome bass that delivers just an incredible amount of quality and an incredible amount of tone at a super reasonable price, which is kind of the hallmark of the Sire brand.
Yeah, the thought was get a bass that's good quality when you start, so you don't develop bad habits trying to get around the things that are wrong with your bass, and then you can stay with it, for a long time.
Right.
All my bass heroes, they all played one bass. They're all known for one bass. It's kind of like the bass goes along with the guy, And I really think there's something to that where you don't switch basses all the time. A lot of guys just love carrying 5 or 6 basses with them. What song is this? You know what I mean? Doing that thing. But if you have a bass that you live with and you learn the ins and outs of the bass, you learn the notes that last, you learn the notes that don't last, you learn the notes that buzz a little bit, you learn the notes that are really strong, it really becomes a part of you. And I think that helps if you're trying to develop a voice on the instrument. So we were trying to present an instrument that you can stay with for a long time.
That's the key, is to have a quality instrument. You mentioned the notes and some of them being stronger. Having the roasted maple neck makes a big difference in making that very consistent because it's so stable.
Yeah, exactly. The stability thing is everything for me. And just the feeling of it before you even play a note, it gives you confidence. Like, okay, we're gonna have a good night. And but also with the sustain, and I find myself with the Sire muting a lot more notes, because if you don't, the thing's gonna last for a long time. You know? So that's just beautiful. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's still ringing.
Still going.
You know what I mean? So it's beautiful. So sometimes I don't need that much. I'm like, okay, that's enough. Thank you.
But better to have that than to
better
not
to have it than not
It's
to
easier
have
to mute it than it is to
Right,
stretch.
exactly.
Awesome. Man, the basses are gorgeous. This V5 in that new champagne gold color, champagne gold metallic, absolutely gorgeous. And of course, sounds fantastic when you're playing it. Would you play us out with a little bit more?
Thank you.